Hello everyone again, this is Dennis the chiropractor from Senopati Therapy Center. Today I just want to give you some really simple and general stretches for specific muscles that usually get really tight from our daily activities such as sitting too much, schoolwork, office work, etc. So the first muscle we're going to stretch is a muscle in your bum area. It's called the piriformis muscle. It becomes tight very often for people who sit for too long. So the way you want to do that is first you want to cross the leg, one leg, on top of the other, bending it like this. Let it loose, let it go. There you go. And you want to bend the other leg like so. And using both your hands, you want to grab the leg that has been bent but not on top of the other leg. So in this case, it's the right leg, okay? So with both the hands, can you please grab your leg? Yes, as you can see, one's from the outside, one's through the hole. If you want to make it easier, you can interlock your fingers on your leg to make it easier. And you want to pull the leg to your chest as far as you can go. There you go. Maybe if the hands become closer to the knees, so kind of scoot up your hands a bit, makes it even easier. Right? So pull it up as far as you can go. Good. And in this case, Nunu here should be feeling it in the left bum. You have left bum, yeah? So if you're crossing your left leg on top of your right leg, you're gonna feel it on your left bum. Please hold this to about 20-30 seconds, not too long, but below like 10 seconds is not even gonna be effective. Remember that this is a rehab stretch, not just like a warm-up stretch. So with rehab stretch, you do wanna make it a bit longer to give the muscle a bit of release and not just like a warm-up stretch, okay? To flip sides, you just simply do the opposite, which is you just flip the other leg around. Remember to drop that leg, grab the left leg this time, interlock the fingers if you want to make it easier, pull it to your body, and you should feel the stretch on the right bum this time. Cool, 20-30 seconds. You can repeat this as many times as you want per day, no limit, so keep it going. Cool. So this stretch now is also for your piriformis muscle, but it's gonna stretch a different part, a different fiber, a group of your piriformis muscle. So if the other one didn't really get it too much, this one might be the one for you. So first of all, you're gonna keep one leg straight. The leg, the bum that you're gonna stretch, you're gonna grab with both hands to your chest like you did in the previous stretch. So both hands grab it, there you go. Interlock your fingers if you need to, like Nunu's doing here. Now Nunu's actually gonna pull the leg towards her chest and also her opposite shoulder, so diagonally upward. So right now, she's holding her left leg. She's gonna pull her left leg towards her right shoulder diagonally. Make sure you keep the other leg straight, so the right leg here needs to be straight, okay? In this direction. Feel the stretch? So she should feel a stretch in the left bum. Whichever you feel more, the other one or this one, just use the one that you feel you get more of a stretch. So if we do the other side, if we're gonna stretch the right piriformis, the right bum, the left leg's gonna be straight. The right one is gonna be grabbed by both hands, interlock the fingers, and you're gonna bring it diagonally to the left shoulder this time. So, yes, and just bring it there. Keep the right leg straight, which she is, very good, and you should feel it on your left. Okay, good. And let go, same rule, 20-30 seconds, which every stretch, you can do more repetitive each day as much as you want. This one is more of a spinal stretch. It's not really stretching a muscle per se, but let's say you've been sitting for a long time, the spinal joints itself become really stiff. You can try out this stretch. So what you wanna do, you wanna lie on your tummy, on your bed, sofa, whatever. You wanna have both your hands beneath your chest like this. So Nuno, can you please place both your hands under your chest like this? Yep. You just wanna use your arm strength, right? Turn your core muscle off, turn your back muscles off in particular, turn your bum muscle off, just use your arm strength and just push yourself up into this position. Like this. There you go. Good. How do you feel? Do you feel a stretch in your back? Okay, good. Make sure the fulcrum of the stretch, like the tilt, is where you want the stretch to be. So let's say if you have some stiffness in the upper back here, make the tilt more in the upper back. Play with your body, right? If the stiffness is more in the lower back, then tilt it more at the lower body, okay? And then you can go back down. You hold that for about 20 seconds as well, 20 breaths, right? If it's a bit too aggressive, because remember this one is not a muscle stretch, this one's more of a spinal joint stretch. So if you feel some discomfort at around 8 to 10 seconds, you can let go and then just do more reps instead of more seconds. Okay? So with this stretch, it's an upper body stretch. It's gonna stretch your upper spine here. Some people will also feel the stretch in your chest area. Some people feel it in the bicep arm area, but whichever part you feel is gonna be felt in the upper body, back and front. This is really good for people who are, once again, always on their phones, laptop, crouching like this all the time. This stretch really counters that prolonged position, so have this one to go if you feel you're doing that a lot. So what you wanna do first is these two shoulder blades need to be crunched up together. So just squeeze those shoulder blades together just gently, okay? Make sure you don't scrunch it up upward. So don't do this. Yeah, you want to keep your shoulders relaxed, and you want to, if anything, you want to go downward a bit. There you go. As you go downward here, your arms need to be rotated outward as far as you can go. There you go, with your thumbs pointing out. Keep the arms straight and splice a bit more, and the person should feel the stretch in the chest and biceps area, perhaps a bit here, but this one's more of a workout, a clenching thing happening. This one's more of a stretchy feeling. Do you feel that right now? Okay, you want to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds. Deep breaths in and out as you do this one. You want to really feel the stretch in this whole area. The next stretch we want to give you are a couple of neck stretches. It's going to address 3 particular muscle fibers. So there's the front part of your neck, there's the side part of your neck, probably will feel it towards your shoulders as well, and there's the back part of your neck muscles. We'll probably feel it towards your shoulder blade area as well, right? So the first thing you want to do, let's say we're going to stretch the left neck right now. Nunu's going to use her right hand to grab the opposite side of her head, okay? So with this one, we're just going to stretch the side muscle, the traps muscle, if you guys know your muscles, right? So as she's doing this, you're now just gonna simply pull sideways, which is very simple. You guys probably know this, but as an extra, we're gonna have the opposite hand pretend as if someone is pulling this hand down towards the floor. So push your arm down, the opposite one, so the left one down. If you want, you can use some weights there. You can hold on to a barbell or something. Have a weight there that will help you pull this hand down. And as you pull even more, you should feel a very big stretch here. If you're feeling it's too aggressive on this hand, then lay off with this hand a bit. Pull down more with this hand. Don't make it painful, make it stretchy. Same rule, about 20 to 30 seconds. So if we switch sides just to make it a bit easier for you guys, you want to just face the door. That's it. So same thing, if we're gonna stretch the left side, using her right hand, she's gonna grab the opposite side of her head, just like that. Gonna pull sideways, very simple. And then with the opposite arm, she's gonna pretend, that's a very common thing people do. Don't do that. So don't tilt your body, okay? Even as your arm is being pulled downward, your body stays neutral. So pull, get this downward, pull sideways, and you'll feel a stretch from here towards the side. This is your traps muscle. This is for the middle part, the side part here. Now we're gonna actually stretch the back part. So from here to the shoulder blade muscle. Okay, this is called your levator scapula muscle. So let's try and let go first, Nunu. Thank you. It's very similar. Let's say we're gonna stretch your left levator scapula muscle. The start is the same. Nunu's gonna use her right hand to grab the left side of her head, but just slightly grab the back of the head a bit more rather than just the side of the head. Yep, so just grab the back. But before even pulling the head, so just grab it, tapi jangan tekukin kepala. There you go. You want to look 45 degrees-ish to the right. So look to the right about 45 degrees, yeah? And now, instead of you pulling sideways, you want to pull diagonally, front and sideways. So I'm going to help Nunu with the direction. Good. Remember, look 45 degrees and then pull diagonal, sideways and front, going down. The opposite arm is going to do exactly the same, as if something is pulling her body down, but without moving the body. As you can see, you should feel more of a stretch at the back here now, instead of just purely the side shoulders. Okay, so let's try that again from the front view. So want to face the camera? So, same thing. Let's do your right levator scapula this time. No. If we're doing your right, which arm are we using? You're using your left to grab, yep. But remember, not the side, but a bit more at the back side of the head, right? You're gonna look 45 degrees first, and then you're gonna pull downward diagonal with the other arm, pretending like something is pulling it down in this direction. You should feel it at the back here, from the back of your skull, sometimes more towards the tip of your upper shoulder blade. Holding for about 20-30 seconds for both movements, just like your previous exercises. You can repeat as many times as you want per day. Okay, the last one, you can let go first. The last one is a bit harder. It's called your SCM muscle. It's the front muscle. You've probably seen this long front muscle here. That's the one you want to stretch. So this SCM muscle goes from around your jaw, spinal area, towards your collarbone area. So it's going to stretch your front part of your neck. This time, it's the opposite of the back muscle, because this one's the front. You're going to grab the front upper part of your head. Okay? So if we were going to stretch your right front neck, your right SCM, same rule, you want to use your left hand, right? Once your left hand is grabbing the front part side of your head, like above your eye here, you want to pull it backward. It looks a bit funny, but you want to pull it backward like that. Yes, exactly. Good. Other arm does the exact same thing, as if it's being pulled downward. Good. Remember, I think Nunu is doing a bit too much of sideways. Try and go back a bit more. There you go. Do you feel it more here now? Okay, good. So remember, not too much sideways. If you're only doing sideways, you're gonna get the side, like the first exercise. We're getting the front here. So have some side, but have some back as well. And you should feel it around this area. So one more time, okay? We're gonna do it turning around again. So pull that, buddy. Same muscle. SCM, front part of the neck. If we're now going to do the left SCM, she's gonna be using her right hand to grab the front part of her head, side and front, like above her eye. Above the eye is a good way to put it. And you're going to tilt backward and sideways, not too much of either of those. Other hand, as if it's being pulled down. As you can see, it's kind of like she's looking up to the ceiling with this one. Remember, play with the angle. As long as you know the intent of the stretch, and you know with this one you're supposed to stretch the front part of your neck, play with the angle. Every person's neck is different. If you feel you need more upward angle, do that. If you feel you need a bit more side bending, do that. This is the general rule of it, but improvise according to your body's needs. Same thing, 20 to 30 seconds.